Welcome, Comet, to this week on campus, your weekly webcast and news and events. Sports here at Western Iowa Tech. I'm Doreen Shana.
And I'm Chad Phelps. If you have watched our YouTube channel lately, you have probably caught some additional programming. In addition to school adding athletics, WIT TV has added athletic coverage. If something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Therefore, you shouldn't do anything unless you do it right. In March of 2023, the Mass Communications Department received a generous donation of equipment from the Sioux City television station, KTIV. After almost 10 months of planning, countless hours of reading manuals and instructions, thousands of feet of cabling, hundreds of phone calls and emails, tens of thousands of dollars in additional equipment, and lots of trial and error, it was finally time to hit the broadcast live button for the first time. Students will gain valuable experience and knowledge in assembly, maintenance, and operation of the high-tech equipment that is used in live sports broadcasts. The setup makes Western Iowa Tech stand out as a leader in broadcast media programs in the nation. Ultimately, it was built for the future of the college, the future of the Mass Communications Department, the future of the students, and the future of the sports program at Western Iowa Tech. It was definitely worth doing, and we definitely did it right. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/WITTV, for all our content, including all home basketball games, volleyball games from the Dunker.
Police Science Club hosted winter clothing and food drive from 1st to 20th of December.
Police Science Club had a chance to hold winter food and clothing drive, in which all the stuff given will be distributed in different places around community like Ronald McDonald House and Wisconsin Food Drive. I had a chance to speak with some students of the club, and this is what they say.
Over here we'll have our pop tabs that we collect throughout the entire year. To become of the police science program, you have to collect pop tabs in order to be a part of it. All the proceeds do go to the Ronald McDonald Home, and then it also sparks inspiration for all of our other proceeds and fundraisers that we do host.
Okay, we'll be donating them to local warming shelters around the city. We collected all the clothes throughout November, and we got quite a bit from our college students that attend here and donated. And we hope to be doing this soon again.
We started the food drive because we were looking for different projects to do, and people always need to eat, so we spearheaded that to get food from a bunch of different people and donate it to the food pantry upstairs for students that don't have enough money for food, and through the Community Action Agency, which distributes it through numerous different places in the city.
If you missed out this drive, make sure to get prepared for the next coming drive during winter.
Stress relief was held in the library with the variety of games and prizes for you to get your mind off the finals.
Well, we did it last year, and it was really fun, but we did it much differently. Last year we had like a tent set up, and we did a whole lot of just sort of on your own relaxing kind of things, and this year we just decided to go for it and have a lot of fun activities to do. We've had about $450 in gift cards that we've given out. There's still some out there, and various other prizes for people.
10-minute yoga was held on December 14th, where students came to relax themselves from college classes and essays. Reporter Z. Fisher asked the event organizer Rhonda Briggs about the 10-minute yoga.
I was going to do some easy chair yoga and some meditation to help students relax during finals week. I taught here up until 2022. And every finals week we had some events to help students relax. So the purpose for my particular event is to give students some tools to relax. The purpose of the whole event really is the same thing. It's to give students something to take their mind off of finals, to reduce the stress a little bit, to kind of get them outside of thinking about only finals. So just some fun activities. I have been a yoga teacher for going on 8 years now, and so I'm a total believer. I think I've seen yoga change lives. I've seen meditation change people's lives. It's just mindfulness, learning to control your breath a little bit, to maybe lower your heart rate. And that is something that, as opposed to an anti-anxiety med, you have your breath with you all the time.
Make sure to check out the campus calendars for more events and information.
Just Breathe on December 12th through 14th. Breathe Away detention was held in Baroque Suite. Students had a chance to relax and interact through tensions of finals.
My friend Rhonda reached out to me and asked if I wanted to offer something for the students here. And I wanted to come and do something in the dorms for the students because I just felt like, I remember when I was a student here, it's a little bit stressful this time coming up to finals, and I didn't know anything about these techniques at that point in my life. And I have discovered that when we can focus on our breath, we can slow down our breathing, maybe we can time it. There are different breathing techniques that I worked with the gentleman the other night. And when you work with the different breath techniques, it actually circumvents the stress response in our bodies. So you start to think about finals or a test or clinicals. They were both nursing students. When you start to think about the things that you have to do, and can I do them, and am I going to do them right, am I going to perform the way I'm supposed to, then our bodies can react with a stress response. But when you focus on the breath and you breathe in a way that slows down or minimizes that stress response, then it allows your body to get into a more relaxed and healing state. It opens up the pathways in your brain, and you'll actually perform better on tests or whatever it is that you have to do when you're in a non-stressed state. When a student can learn proper breath work to oxygenate your brain, your cells, to really give your body the proper air, oxygen, nutrition that it needs, everything in life is better.
The Pause for Pause event was happening throughout the week where furry friends came to help relieve the stress of college life. Lincoln A. Black Poodle was just one of the furry friends that came to visit, as well as other dogs named Finley, Daisy, May, J-Bug, Isla, Ray, and Jay were all the other dogs that came to visit the college campus. Up next, we'll be taking a look at upcoming events here on campus. Stay with us.
On Saturday, January 6th, the Little Comets Cheer Cup will take place in the Rocklin Conference Center. It is for the ages 5 through 17, and the cost is $35 per child and will include a t-shirt. They will showcase their skills during the halftime show of the Comets home game, which starts at 3 p.m. in the Dunker Center.
If you haven't done it already, make sure to get registered for spring classes. The classes start January 8th, and if you got registered by December 8th, you are entered to win some great prizes. So book your appointment with your advisor today. The Health Career Fair is on February 21st. There will be a fair for students in health administration and health science programs from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. in the hallway outside Health Sciences.
Just a reminder that the Western Iowa Tech will dismiss for the winter break on Wednesday 20th at 8 p.m. Classes will resume on Monday, January 15th. That's all for the upcoming events. We'll be taking a look at the weather next. Stay with us.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Welcome back. So, Chad, how's the weather looking like?
Well, you know, for being the middle of December, I will not complain.
Oh, that's right.
You know, we haven't hit any of those single-digit temperatures yet, and we don't have the S word, snow. So I'm going to be thankful. But you know, taking a look at this weekend, we are looking at a high of around 39 on Saturday. Is a chance, about a 40% chance of precipitation on Saturday, with a low about 25. On Sunday, we're going to be getting up there a little bit with a high of 41 and a low of 19. For the rest of the week, coming up on Monday, we're going to have a high of 35 with a low of 24. Then we're going to start to get up there in temperatures a little bit with Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all right around the mid-40s. And on Tuesday, we're going to have a low of 28, and Wednesday, a low of 29. So, yeah, we don't, not looking at much snow in the forecast. And if we do, the temperatures are high enough to keep it off the roads. And yeah, I can't complain for middle of December for nothing. So.
Well, I mean, we share something, you know, hating cold. I mean, since it is a little bit. I mean, I can say it's a little bit high. It's not that much bad, but it makes me like hate everything.
Well, last year this time we were in the single digits and already had a couple feet of snow on the ground.
That is
so
true.
We can't complain
Yeah.
one bit. So.
Thanks, Jed. When we come back, we'll be talking about all the action happening this week. Stay with us.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
I'm high.
Oh.
Welcome back. Chad, tell us about the Comets. What happened?
Well, you know, when it comes to the Comets, I'm kind of a glass half full type of person. I still have hope that there's plenty of season left and there's lots of basketball yet to be played.
Indeed.
The Western Iowa Tech men's basketball team again showed their ability to compete with the best and of the ICCAC, and thus the nation Saturday, December 10th in the Robert E. Dunker Center. The Comets, 3-6 overall and 0-3 in the conference, lost 93-76 to Ellsworth Panthers, who sit second in the conference and are ranked 9th in the NJCAA Division II. 3 Comets scored in double digits. Silas Coleman led the team with 17 points, and on 6 for 8 shooting, 5 of 6 from the foul line. Latrell Davis had 12 and Jalen Spears had 10. The Comets timeout less than 3 minutes into the game reset the momentum and set the stage for an 88-72 win over Briar Cliff JV Monday, the 12th on the home court. The Comets entered the non-conference contest eager to snap a 3-game losing streak. Comets head coach Harvest Coco Cofield made a wholesale change, subbing all 5 of his starters for the smaller, quicker lineup. Western Iowa Tech outscored the Chargers 86-63 after falling behind 9-2 early on. The men's basketball team played one of its most competitive games of the season and its last home game of 2023, Wednesday on the 13th. Kevin Hayes scored a season high of 24 points. Bay Rule, Latrell Davis each scored 10, and Manuel Paul had 7 points and 8 rebounds as the Comets narrowly lost to Central Community College of Columbus, Nebraska, 76-70, which travels to Central for a rematch on January 13th.
Well, as how I can say, the Comets are really working hard for this.
They are working hard, and the most important thing I think is with being our inaugural season for basketball that they're improving. They're learning how to compete at a college level, and what more can we ask for? They're doing the best they can, and
Indeed.
they are improving.
Yeah.
They're winning games, but you know,
Something.
you get what you can get, and you learn from each experience. So
Indeed.
they're doing good.
Well, that's all for today. Thanks, Jed. We'll have some. I'm sorry. Thanks, Jed. We'll have some campus stops when we come back. Stay touched.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think.
You alright? It just feels like it's coming from everywhere. Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
For the campus clinic, as the temperatures fall, the chances of catching cold rise. So making a trip to the campus clinic is a great way to keep yourself healthy. The campus clinic is located in room 8-12 of the Kaiser building. They are open from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. There is no appointment needed. Just show your college ID and they will get you healthy so you won't miss a class.
If you're looking for a quiet spot to study, work on assignments, or just need some tutoring, the library is the perfect place. The library is open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m., Fridays 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Sundays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The library is closed on Saturdays.
If you are looking to raise your heart rate or practice your jump shot, the Robert E. Dunker student has everything you need. The Dunker Center is opened Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. The center is closed during athletic practices, so check with the front desk for the information and practice times.
Make sure to start off your morning right with a stop at the coffee spot before class. You can grab a nice hot cup of coffee and a muffin, or a refreshing soft drink and a sandwich, or an energy drink and a candy bar. They have everything you would need to make your day just a little bit better. The coffee spot is located just inside the main entrance and is open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 1:30 p.m., and on Fridays, 7:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Bookstore has all the newest Western Iowa Tech gear. Bookstore has all the newest Western Iowa Tech gear and apparel you could want, from the sweatshirts and hats to backpacks and notebooks. The bookstore is located inside Entrance 1 across the IT department. They are open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Feel free to check out any of these places on the campus. When you come back, we'll have the closing remarks.
Events and information for Western Iowa Tech can be found on their social media pages. You can find them on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, and be sure to follow them for more updates.
If you have something else you would like to be publicized on This Week on Campus, email us at thisweek@witcc.edu. This is webcast from the Mass Communication program here at Western Iowa Tech Community College in Sioux City, Iowa.
New episodes of This Week on Campus are posted every Friday afternoon. For the latest content from our programs, please visit our website at witcc.tv, where you can find a direct link to our YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe. Have a happy holidays from all of us at WIT TV.